Hi, this is Daniel Sharp with eXp Realty, and I'm here today to answer the question, what is Easton Park? Easton Park is a master planned community in Southeast Austin. We're 15 minutes away from the airport, 15 minutes away from Circuit of the Americas, about 20 minutes away from downtown Austin. And so a lot of buyers and prospective investors are looking at Easton Park because of our location and a lot of the amenities in the park. You may have seen recently our Skyline Park ad for some reason has been posted on I-35. I was pretty shocked to see that a park in our neighborhood is being advertised that heavily. So you may have heard of it for different reasons. And so I wanted to kind of discuss what it is and what we have to offer here. As you can see in the screen, tax rate is 2.5819. It's kind of high. The reason for that is we're part of a municipal utility district, and we have two ESDs, emergency service districts. So tax rate's a little bit higher here. On the screen, you can see that Slaughter Lane is there, but it's not. In reality, that Slaughter Lane doesn't exist. So a lot of this picture is kind of what's going to be built, what's planned to be built in the next 5 to 7 years. And then south of Slaughter Lane, that's even more future Easton Park development. So Easton Park isn't going to be finished for another 10 to 15 years. I'm recording this April of 24. So not until late 30s will Easton Park be completed. Right now, commercially, we have a CVS, and that's it. What's being planned and what's being built is a pet store, McDonald's, dentist, car wash, AutoZone, Dutch Bros, and then there are food trucks already set up. About 5 or 6 different food trucks, ranging from Mexican food, barbecue, um, Indian food. Yeah, it's pretty good food trucks. So we have things being built close to us, but we are still currently in the stage of kind of being on the outskirts, if that makes sense. So let's talk about the new builds in Easton Park. Currently, we have 5 builders in the neighborhood. We have Brookfield Residential, Pacesetter, Taylor Morrison, Newmark, and Perry. I'm going to talk about the differences in each builder, what they have to offer, and the amount of inventory and the price range that they have right now. Let's start with Brookfield. They have the most homes available in Easton Park because they do the detached condos as well as courtyard style homes, and then their 40 and 50-foot lots. So the urban, what that means is just the detached condos. And really, they're just small houses. They're not really condos the way you would probably think of them. You have your own small backyard. The main thing is it's going to be much smaller and lower priced than the other neighborhood or the other properties in the neighborhood, I should say. Their HOA is also a little bit higher. I think it's $100 a month versus $65 a month for the traditional homes. The courtyard style homes is 4 homes with a shared driveway. If you look at the last page that's on this video, the top left corner photo is a photo of a courtyard style homes. Everyone has their driveway, but it's very, very small backyards, if any backyard, with that one shared to the main street. And 40 and 50-foot lots are the traditional single family homes. As you can see, the price ranges grow from there. So I put this from left to right, lowest price to highest price. Their incentives also grow, as you can see on the bottom of each column. Now let's talk about the other 4 builders in the neighborhood. We have Newmark, Pacesetter, Taylor Morrison, and Perry. FYI, I'm recording this video May 2nd of 2024, so you understand where these prices are. And these are also for just move-in available inventory homes that they have. If you build from scratch, and that takes 10 to 12 months, that's a different price range. Usually it's actually a little bit cheaper if you do have that time to wait, and it's more customized. But this is purely just talking about inventory homes. I'm not going to read all the numbers on the screen. You can see that for yourself. It really just depends on what you're looking for. So if you're looking for a 3 or 4 car garage, only Perry and Taylor Morrison offer that option. If you're looking for an extra space, an accessory dwelling unit, because you want to do an Airbnb, or you want a tenant to have their own room on your property while you're there, only Brookfield and Pacesetter offer those. If you're looking for the most competitive price for a large home, you know you want a home over 2,600 square feet, but you want to pay the least amount possible. Brookfield and Newmark offer the most competitive prices for larger homes. If you need a 5 bedroom, only Brookfield and Taylor Morrison offer that. And then for the most structural design options, not just changing designs of the house, but structural options. Pacesetter has a ton of options where you can actually change one of your bedrooms to be its own casita, and it's its own separate living space with its own bathroom and living area. So yeah, that's kind of the differences in those. Obviously, there's many more, but this gives you a good kind of intro and thinking about what would be in your price range and what might fit your lifestyle best. Now let's look at the available resale in Easton Park. We have 27 single-family homes currently available for sale and 3 of the detached condos, the urban homes that Brookfield offers. Because of that, the price range is quite wide. You have the high 300s starting in the condos, going up to mid 800s. Average price per square foot for everything available is at 259.33, and median days on market currently is at 29 days. Now, the chart I've put on the top left is showing resale versus new build price per square foot. So if you're thinking of moving to Easton Park and you're not sure, should I buy something from the builder or should I buy something that's currently for sale from a homeowner? This gives you an idea of the price difference. Now, this is just inventory homes from the new build. This is not building from scratch. If you picked a lot and you customized your home, you have a wide range on how much you can customize, which will be a wide range in the price of the home, as well as are you getting a corner lot, which is going to cost more than just a regular lot. That in general is the cheaper route to go. It just, do you have 10 to 12 months to wait? Some people do, some people don't. So if you're a typical home buyer looking to purchase in the next 3 to 4 months, this is more of the chart for you. You can see on most of these, and I group them by square footage because as we have smaller homes, the price per square foot is going to be higher than larger homes. That's typical of any neighborhood. The 1100, 1700, you can see in the white that the resale is a little bit cheaper than the new build in that area. Same with 1700, 2100. The surprising one was 2100 to 2600 square foot homes. They're dead even. So if you're looking for a home in that size, it might be worthwhile to look at the inventory homes in the new build because they're basically the same price on average than the current resale in that size. Larger discrepancy as we go to 2600 to 3100. Resale is definitely a bigger bang for your buck there. And then the last one, 3100 to 4100. There's only 3 homes in that, so take that with a grain of salt. The white line there is literally one home resale for sale versus there's 2 new builds for sale there. And this is not taking into factor the lot size, the amount of upgrades, right? Maybe those new construction homes are base, like no upgrades, and that resale they did all the upgrades. So it does, it doesn't tell the full story, but it gives you a sense that in general, resale is going to be slightly cheaper than new build, except for that 2100 to 2600 square foot range, which I thought was interesting. Here we can see the closed resale homes for April of 2024. 5 homes closed in April, averaging 29 days on market, which is positive. That's much lower than previous months. So that should be encouraging to current homeowners looking to sell their property. This is a non disclosure state, so I did not put the close price on here. I just put the list price. If you want more detailed information on these properties or you just want a free valuation of your current home, feel free to contact me. My details are at the end of the video, and I'd be happy to help you. Here we have the investment properties in Easton Park. If you're a current renter and you're looking to rent in Easton Park, there are 16 rental properties available. If you look at the chart, you can kind of get a sense of the price ranges based on again, the square footage. If you're an investor or a current homeowner thinking of purchasing a home in Easton Park or renting out a home, say you bought your house when the market was at 2 or 3% mortgage rates, it would make sense for you to not sell off that great rate, instead buy another house and just keep your current house as your first investment property. This gives you a good idea of roughly what you can expect to charge for rent on that property. As you can see, the gaps get smaller as we get bigger. So 1,100, 1,700 square foot homes, the average came out to about 2,100 rent per month, and then you can see the rest from there. Currently, there's 7 active under contract, and 7 properties closed last month in April of 24. So here we have 2 great opportunities in the new build and the resale sphere. In the new build sphere, 7706 LLE Lane is a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 2,500 square foot home from Newmark. It's their Allure floor plan if you want to look that up online, see more details. I put a little bit of the floor plan to the right there. The original price for this was at 807, and currently it's dropped substantially down to 624,990. Now, the reason for that drop, it's not just one drop. It's been on the market for over a year, as you can see. Days on market, 378 days. And the reason, I've looked in this property. There's nothing obviously wrong with it. I think there's a stigma when a property has been on the market for so long, then buyers think, well, there must be something wrong with it. Well, otherwise, why has no one bought it? And my reasoning for it being on the market for so long was the timing. They put this out there early 2023, and that was a time when prices were still high because of 22. Prices rose substantially in 22, but that 23 time, the interest rate rose. And so there was that time where prices were still high, but interest rates popped up. And so prices came down slowly, and they just kind of picked the worst time to market this. So they put it at a 2022 price, I would argue, and really they should have it just had to drop, right? So now it's at a point where they're offering 25,000 as an added incentive. So at 624,990, you could actually get this property under 600. So I think it's a great opportunity in the new build inventory sphere. And then for resale, 9304 Apogee Boulevard, it's a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, built in 2021, so still relatively new, 2,200 square feet. They just lowered their price by 25,000, so now they're at 599,900, being on market for a month and a half. If you're interested in seeing either of these properties, you can contact me and I'd be happy to set up a showing and we can check the inside. Thank you for watching the video. I hope there was some useful information in there. If you have any questions or you want more detailed information on anything I've talked about, shoot me a text or an email. I'll be happy to share that with you. Thanks.